glad you can make it. Aaron always puts good vibes. Where are you from, Aaron? Let me know. We have a couple people joining. Good morning. Good morning. It is a lovely Sunday morning here in Southern California. Looks like it's going to be not too hot, not too cold. Probably going to be a nice morning. It is Memorial Day weekend because tomorrow's Memorial Day. So I have noticed that sales have kind of come to a standstill on eBay. Not necessarily on Amazon. Let me check my Amazon account real quick. But I did notice that my eBay sales. So actually, yesterday I did have 4 sales on Amazon. Yep. Today so far I've had 1. So still getting sales on Amazon, but today or over the weekend so far I had 1 sale yesterday on eBay, which was a nice sale actually. And then I had another one on Friday. So I'm sure it's because of Memorial Day weekend, even though we are still, for the most part, across the country in quarantine, and people, for the most part, are not supposed to be congregating. My assumption is people are still traveling, still doing things, either traveling somewhere or staying at home, whatever. But yeah, my assumption is that that's what's going on with that. Let me know how your sales are going, if things are different. Oh, good morning. I need to remix this. SC. Is that South Carolina? Michael, great subject. A lot of local deals this weekend that I could share my take on this. Picked up great. Oh, you've already picked up some stuff. I mean, that's been great, even with textbooks. Yeah. For me, Amazon is still doing well. I don't have, although I might have some stuff mixed in with the book donations. I know I have that one Civil War one. I might have some other stuff that would be good for Amazon amongst all the book donations that I've got, the 5 different book donations I have received in the last couple of weeks. So I'm sure there's some Amazon stuff in there for me. Once I start digging in, we'll see what I come across. But I'm excited about finding more stuff to send in Amazon because Amazon's still chugging along, doing well, and that's good. It's kind of, that's why it's good. I highly recommend doing both. If only focusing on Amazon, it's totally fine. If you're going big on Amazon, but it's always a help to diversify and do FBA, do a little merchant fulfilled, do some eBay. You don't have to go huge into eBay, but it's nice to balance out or to add that to your mix. I remember there's a guy on, and there's more than just one person, but I remember this person specifically on the Facebook groups, a lot of the book reselling Facebook groups who makes a full-time income off of FBA. And when the Amazon jacked their fees up, he kept doing FBA, but he diversified into eBay, selling books that are tailored more for eBay, that sell better on eBay. A lot of them higher priced, longer tail books that are more collectible, very niche specific. And he opened a store on eBay a couple years ago, and I see him randomly commenting on Facebook groups and how well that's grown, where he's grown it to have something like, I don't remember how many, but I think it was over like 500 books at any given time on eBay. But he still does Amazon and still does well with that. So he took it kind of to the extreme where he went big on eBay. But because of that, when things slow down for Amazon for whatever reason, or especially during the beginning of quarantine, he was able to see a lot of sales on eBay when people started staying at home. When Amazon was having issues, weren't accepting inbound shipments, and were prioritizing what they were going to send out on time, and a lot of things were showing up late. So so that's a great idea or great reason behind it to diversify. Michael says found Facebook Marketplace to be much better than Let Go and Mercari. Well, I've never used Mercari, but Let Go I have definitely used. I've actually had success with Let Go and OfferUp. actually probably more success with OfferUp than Let Go. OfferUp seems to have more traffic, more people focused on it than Let Go. But I guess it depends on where you live and how. OfferUp does get a lot more. Like I have an alert on here for free books, and there's a bunch on here. Although a lot of times, it has where I live, and so it shows me stuff that's close or that's relatively close by, but a lot of it ends up being too far and not worth going to pick up even free books because it's just too far. It's got to be worth it. It's got to be either really valuable books or there's got to be a lot of them. Um, yeah, but absolutely, Facebook Marketplace in terms of online is has proven to be really good for finding local deals and for selling some of my stuff. Like I sold those pallets and those Gaylords just last week. Got rid of those and freed up a lot of space in my warehouse space. Uh, I see some people have joined. Hello, participate in the chat. We're talking about local deals, finding them, seeing what makes sense. Um, Ask questions if you have any questions. Feel free to comment. More people willing to part with their textbooks for next to nothing on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I haven't really looked into textbooks. I should definitely do that. The search is bad on any of those apps now. Um, I don't know. You know what we could do though? We could do. That's one thing we could start with is books. You can look for all different types of stuff to flip depending on what you're into, what your specialty is. Of course, I started with books and then moved into all different types of media. The furthest I've gotten outside of media is electronics, specifically VCRs, some DVD players, and some other types of small electronics. Um, and I guess that's about it. I mostly just stay within media, books, CDs, records, video games, um, that type of stuff. So, but of course, you can find. I have tried to find electronics on Facebook Marketplace and other places like that, but I've never tried. Actually, that's not true. When I first started, I did try to find textbooks. Um, Textbooks. So, but a couple things because I wanted to share my screen and we can kind of do this. That my idea for today was to kind of share my screen and just live see I'm only able to look what's around where I live. Of course, you can do this locally for you, but is just share my screen and share kind of the process that I would go through, my thinking process as I look at these things live, and see if I can actually find any legitimate flips and maybe even try to contact somebody and see what happens. That would be pretty funny if you found something and I contacted somebody and then they were actually able to get back to me. Uh, let's see. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking at my screen here without sharing it, but a couple things I wanted to consider. South London resellers here. Good afternoon from a sunny London, UK. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a sunny day here in Southern California. Um, is when you're looking for whatever type of media, I'm talking about media, of course. When if you're looking for just individual textbooks, it might be different. But if you're looking to pick up in bulk, so if you're looking for a bunch of books together, or CDs, or DVDs, or records, well, video games too. Video games are a little tougher though because people are trying to resell them. A lot of people know what they're worth, but the rest of them, if you're persistent about it, you can usually find big bulk buys of books, CDs, records, or DVDs. Now, I will say though, amongst those, that books, while there's lots of books listed online on Facebook Marketplace, even potentially on Craigslist, which I know is not nearly as good as it used to be, but I think still it's worth a shot to take a look. Um, is if somebody's going to take the time to list their books on to get rid of them online locally, I'm saying, then you kind of look at it. Like I like to look and find the photos where they're just showing a bunch of them together, and they're like, take these books or CDs or DVDs or records. They don't really if they lay them out and spend the time to do that, they're probably asking too much money for you as a reseller in general. Not always, but in general. So I try to look for the photos that are kind of showing them. They're not necessarily great photos. They're not showing all the titles individually, but they're showing a bunch together. A lot of times you can get those for much cheaper than ones where they're breaking it down individually. Let's see, text book. I mean, I guess what we could do is we could have Amazon open here. I'm going to show the screen. And then here I have Craigslist. I just typed in textbook. Let's see. Sealed in plastic. $20. Whoops. So, and I have Amazon over here. So we got 1285. 431. Whoops. 642. Okay, here's one. Wait, is this hardcover over here? Is that hardcover? No. I can't tell if that's hardcover or not. Sorry, paperback. It's paperback. Paperback. Yeah, look at those prices, how low they are. Prime. See, look at this. They're trying to sell that for, how much are they trying to sell this for? $25 new. But look at the prices. What does the rank like? 1.1 million. Okay, so before we dive into individual, let's do, let me just put in books. So people will try like cookbooks, cooking books, $50. Vintage medical books. I have no idea if those are worth money individually, but that's a lot of them. What did they want? $50. Also remember, guys, that and some of these might be worth money on eBay. I don't know. I don't want to look them all up individually here. That might be take too much time. Also look for the way that people phrase things. You can tell if they're already a reseller. Let's see. Health books. See, these people are the travelogues and destination books. I mean, a lot of times, look at that. Thousands of technical and other nonfiction books. Okay. Discounts in bulk. Huh. So here's somebody who clearly has a bunch of books. Yeah, look for photos with clusters. And try to zoom in on the money makers on your computer. Yeah. So let's go to Facebook Marketplace. Whoops. I love that people put free on something that is not free. So right here, right, it says free. And then I love it says free and then books for sale underneath it. So Um, here's some. But, these are textbooks. Let's see if we can find. Here, I'm just going to put in book. Whoops, my bad. Oh, come on. Books and baskets. So just let's look at photos first. So look at this one. Lots of free books. Is that true, though? Oh, you know what? This is the same person. I picked up free books from them another day. And apparently, these look like they're actually different books. I think so. Yeah, this is the same person that I picked up books from weeks ago. So that might be worth just going back and checking that out again. I guess they have a lot of books and they're just going through them. Let's see that. Of course, it's free and it shows a bunch of books. So I would immediately be interested in that one. And then when you click on the photos, well, there's a lot of different types of books, and some of them are older, and they could be worth it. So for me, as a reseller online and locally, I would see that and say yes, because I can probably find something online to resell, uh, or one of them to resell online, and then probably some stuff for local sale as well. That's the thing, is you can take free books and then turn around and resell certain types of lots, even just on Facebook. Um, and do it locally or list it in some of the other apps. Like I have a listing on my phone for the DVDs that I have in my warehouse, and I've gotten a good amount of responses from that. I mean, listed on OfferUp, and I have one lady who's coming on Tuesday who's come before. She bought like 35 or so DVDs from me, and she's going to come back and bring her mother, and we'll see how many that she buys on Tuesday. Um, let's see. A lot of times too, if somebody's has listed all these books, like these are not necessarily worth money online, although some might be, but not much. Oh, is it the same books? Okay. $20 for all the books. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books. I mean, a lot of those you're just not going to make any money online, but you can also, you can try to wheel and deal. You can try to, for less than $20, get those books. Christian books, paperback. I guess they only want $5 for all those. But again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking to flip online, a lot of these won't be worth money. Free books. Here's more free books. Oh, they're not free. Message me for prices. Why do people do that? So that somebody will click on it, I guess. But I don't. It's frustrating. I don't like when people do that. See, again, free, and this is not free. I'm gonna tell you right now. 2 for $1. So this person I've seen this person before. They put together books, collections for people. These are not good for resellers, unless they happen to have some really good stuff. Like Dork Diaries are great as a lot. 9 books for $25. You're probably not going to be able to make money. See, they're trying to make money with their Dork Diaries. Um, let's see. Harry Potter. See, a lot of these people, they know the prices of stuff. Don't you love it? Free books for sale. So they're not free then. Oh, moving out. Free books. There's one that you want to jump on if you're nearby. Not too many books though. No, this is nearby. But again, it's not very many. But if I was going to go and pick up some other books too somewhere nearby, then I would definitely try both of those. Put those together. This could be some good ones in there for free. It's worth setting up. This one I've seen before. They have all these books, and a lot of these are great for a local sale, and some of them put into lots. Like, I mean, they have the Harry Potters, and they're saying we're moving, but this has been up here for weeks, and they have the same photos, and they haven't changed it. So this person is probably worth contacting to find out if they still have books left, and if they're willing, you could offer them, a certain price for all of them, because if they haven't been able to get rid of them, but they might have gotten rid of some of them, so you want to contact them and find out. Children's books are good too if you can get those for cheap. Wow. For $5. Oh, okay. See, some people, they're trying to sell locally, right? They're putting together space themed books for $10, and I'm sure somebody will buy it. I've seen only a few that would probably be worth your time to try to flip. Mm. Bibles, meditation, and spiritual books. Those could be worth the money, but are they? See, $10 each. No, thank you. $10 for all of them? Sure, maybe. Oops, lots of children's books here for $20. Looks like there's some old ones in there though. Could be some nice stuff. Do you start to see patterns where people are selling books by series? Oh, look, a pallet of books. Whoa, Bakersfield is far. Oh my God. So here's somebody that has pallets. But Bakersfield, if you're familiar with Southern California, is several hours from here. Um, so again, if you have no source, look at that, guys. I just found you a source. Um, Whoops, what just happened? There you go. How do you find a bulk source? Well, there you go. You got to be patient. Look, I found another potential book source, and I don't know if these books have been gone through, but contact Ray and say, "Hey, Ray, have these books been sorted or gone through or scanned or anything like that, or are these just raw books? What is your source? That kind of things. Ask them those kind of questions. It's far, so if you were if you're looking to get into bulk books, here's an opportunity. Now, based on the fact that I can see, although no, those look like they're mixed. Those look like those have some nonfiction, but I see a Windows book. Um, what else do I see in there? Well, here I see some kids books mixed in with some fiction. So I don't know. Just by looking at it, I would say that possibly they've already been gone through. But considering that they have different genres in there, maybe not. Maybe these are just raw donations, and there's an opportunity right there. That could be another source if you want to go into bulk books. But considering, for me, they're far away from where I live, so it's too far. But if you live nearby, you can go check it out. And there you go. You found a bulk source if the books are good, but probably try a couple pallets first. See if it works out. See if you find any good books in there. Michael said another way is to join local teacher supply swap or for sale groups on Facebook. Many times they'll advertise teacher edition textbooks as well as teacher resource books, which are money. Local teacher supply swap. Local teacher for sale groups. Yeah. Definitely groups too. Groups make sense. Virtual garage sale local groups. Yes, I'm a part of several of those garage sale groups, and those can be crazy. Like, excuse me. A lot of them have a ton of people who are participating in them, and a lot of the stuff people list is just crap. I mean, a lot of it's not even stuff to sell. It's like a service. Like, oh, I'll paint your nails. I'll cut your hair. I'll cook some food for your next event. I'll provide your bouncy house. So, you know, I feel like the people that run those, it's just the wild wild west, and the people that run them don't really run them. Doesn't seem like it. They just kind of like let people post whatever they want. And now during quarantine, people have been posting weird stuff that has nothing to do with selling stuff something. Um, and people post random live videos. It's strange. So you can get a lot of spam, but those are still potentially good if you're going to sell something. Because what I'll do is I'll post something on Facebook. Like I have 16 old textbooks, and I just decided, well, I'll list them for $40 for the whole thing and see if anyone's interested. And if no one's interested within a couple of weeks, I'm just going to throw them out because they're math textbooks that are like 18 years old for like grade 5 or 6. And so I posted them to a bunch of like 4 or 5 different big selling groups, local garage sale selling groups, and I haven't got any bites. But this is the same way that I sold the pallets and the Gaylords, was doing that. And also, of course, it lists in Facebook Marketplace. But it's already been like a week or so, and I haven't had any interest, so I might just end up throwing those out, recycling those. But I did have a couple people leave messages thinking they're funny, saying, "Oh, you're the one who took my textbook from years ago, when it went missing or whatever." People can be really ridiculous on there. So anyway, here's people ask me how to find pallets of books. Look at how easy that was. All I typed in. All I typed in was books. Nothing fancy, just books. And I scrolled and I kept scrolling, and it took a couple minutes, and there you go. Now I understand. I live in I live in Southern California, and this is not even Southern California. This is Bakersfield is further north in more in the middle of the state, and it's maybe like a couple hours drive from here. But even if you live where I live or near where I live, and you have to drive a few hours, rent a truck, or even find out if they deliver, hey, if you really want to get into bulk, it can be worth it. If they'll say, "Oh, we'll deliver 10 pallets to you for $200 delivery charge plus the cost of the pallets," excuse me, yeah, then it could be worth it. So anyway, so you've really got to dive into these and see if any of this stuff is worth. I've already found several that are free books. Let me go back up to that one. Well, anyway, I'm going to keep scrolling and then I'll go back. So what was this here? Persian language books. Huh. Over 400. Yeah, I don't know about those. Someone's selling the Twilight series for $10. Definitely don't want to do that. Um, mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Here we've got Diary of the Wimpy Kid, but they're selling it for $60, so that's probably not worth it. Oh, what's that? Updated books for sale. Don't you love it? $10 each. Who's going to give them $10 for a book? Whew. So this one here, I might go visit and see if they have more books. So often, what Facebook will do is they'll show top picks, and they'll show me, look, huge lot. He prefers to trade. Kids elementary books. Okay. Vintage books. Yeah. Brian's here. Good morning, guys. No problem. No problem. We're just kind of looking at stuff online, local deals. So Brian, I already found a Gaylord. No, it's not popping up. Palette. How about I put palette? Book palette. Ugh. There it is. Palette of books. See? Look, Brian, I found a palette of books. Actually, they seem to have more than one palette, but this is further from, a few hours from where I live. But anyway, and then of course there's always Amazon return palettes, other types of palettes you can look into, but we won't go into that. So I did find some bulk books, top picks. They keep showing me top books, books and DVDs. Um, oh, I'm not even showing my screen. What am I doing? Sorry. Here. Sorry, Brian. I was book palette. Here it is. Right here. I mean, just by looking, and it's $50 is a good price for a pallet of books. $50 is very good. If you live nearby, you can probably make some money off those. Just by looking at them, you can tell that there's some kids' books in there. There's some fiction, but there's also some nonfiction. So for $50, sounds like a good deal. Let me see. So I will show you. Give me 1 second. I need to bring these up. Groups. I don't know what that means. Hold on a second. All right, here are a couple. Let's see. All right. Oh, here we go. So this is a group, a local group, resellers group. Sorry, not resellers. Local. It's called Pomona Area Sell, Trade, Buy. And look how many. Let's see if it shows how many. I think there's over like 20,000 people in here, or members or something. But look at the top one. I have over 1,000 DVDs to choose from. 50 cents each, or a bigger discount for 10 or more. Please do not ask me about individual titles. There are so many, I am not going to go through them. Also, there will be no holds. There are layers of DVDs under the DVDs that cannot be seen. I mean, if I were you, he has over 1,000, and he's already starting the price at 50 cents. So he's already starting. Here, I'll show you the photos. Look, he's even got DVD box sets. The Shield. Look, True Blood. But a bunch of different movies, or DVD movies. He's got kids, which we know can be worth money. So look, he's already 50 cents each. Oh, come on. 50 cents each. 50 cents each. So if there's 1,000, if you got more than 1,000, let's just say 1,000. So $500 if you were to buy all of them at 50 cents each, which I don't recommend at all. But the price is already $500. If you were to say, I'll buy them all at 50 cents, and he'd say, great, $500, please. Instead, he's already willing to do 10 at a time. Come in and just say, how much for all of your DVDs? That's what I would recommend. You can just offer a price and see if he takes it, or you can say, I'm interested in buying all of the DVDs at once from you. How much would you want for all of them? And see what he comes back at. It's going to have to be less than $500, or if he's got $1,200, whatever, $600. But I would just say, if he says he has more than 1,000, I mean, that's the other thing is you have to be careful with that in terms of how many. So I would actually probably say, do you know exactly how many you have? Because I'm interested in buying all of them, and I'm wondering what you would price, or what you would want for all of the DVDs together. And if he comes back and says, oh, I counted them and I have 1,183, and I'll take $400 for all of them. Well, then you can decide, right? And you can ask him questions like, well, I saw a few TV box sets. How many are TV box sets? Or, do you have more TV box sets than what you show? Are they mostly just DVDs? And, then you can get into a back and forth, a negotiation. And I would actually recommend just going out and seeing it and say, yeah, I'd love to come see them. I'm interested in buying them all at once. Maybe we can come up with a deal to work out. That would work out best for both of us or something like that. Stay positive. Don't be a harsh negotiator. Keep it open. Um, Depending on how close it is to you. I mean, I'm considering maybe it would be worth it for me even to buy these as a way to replenish my DVDs once I start selling them off, because I don't have very many. I only have like a few dozen that I can replenish with. No, let's say that's not true. I have duplicates where I have probably, I don't know, 150 or so titles. That's a number I'm taking off the top of my head. I'm not sure, but anyway, this could be good for me too. I could pursue this, but I don't need to do it right now. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. Uh, where is it? Actually, I don't even. Well, that's fine. It's going to be in this group, so I can look it up. But yeah, I would just if this is a way to try to buy a bulk amount, and because he's not saying $2 a piece, or $3 a piece. He's starting super low at 50 cents, which means he wants to get rid of them. Tom wants to get rid of them, so he's motivated to move them out. So I'm willing to bet you. Let's say he had 1,000, maybe he has a little more, maybe he has less. He might think he has 1,000, but he might have 800 or 750. We don't know. When you end up counting them, there might actually be less. So you need to find that out before you give him any money. But if he has 1,000, I'm willing to bet he'll take like, $300 or $400 or something. But again, see what's there. See if there's some more valuable individual titles, so you can make sure to make your money back and make some nice profit. But with that amount of DVDs, you could probably find some good individual titles, some TV box sets, and then you could start selling some lots on eBay and that type of thing, and probably do well. So that's an example. And just so happened that was the first one. So let me continue to share my screen and show you. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so he's trying to rent out a room. I don't think that should be on here. We're talking about selling stuff. Heart of the Vintage. Okay, this is an antique mall. Free TV stand. Okay. Items from a large frog collection. Okay. $6. Pillows. So see what I mean? There's a lot of... but people will try to... What is this? I don't know. There's just some random stuff. There's some electronics, I guess. I don't know. See, look, talking about pool cleaning, polar bear. So as you can tell, there's a lot of different random stuff. But let's see. Let's search. Let's see books. Let's see if anything comes back. Wait. Okay. But that was... No. Let's try another one. Here's another one. Okay, see, these aren't even... Oh, the same guy cross-posted in another one. I love that he put, don't ask me for individual titles, and then someone said, any Madagascar movies? Like, seriously, do you not read? Wood bookshelf, free. So a lot of people list stuff for free. 2 books for $5 total. I don't know if those are worth the money. Could look those. Well, people are listing books on this one. Okay. No one's going to buy your Tom Clancy books. I doubt it. So anyway, you can do that. You can go into those as well, but a lot of times they're not. Sorry. Let me unshare my screen. What is happening? Okay. Let me go back to Facebook and set this up. Marketplace. Yeah, a lot of those groups. It depends on what they are. They cannot necessarily be that great, but you can potentially find some stuff. I think those might be better for selling, but if it's focused more on media, if it's which I haven't found, most of them just been general. But I did find the one with the DVD, so that's potentially a good find. I did want to show you this. I noticed this the other day. This guy is trying to sell his thrift store, and I've been to this thrift store, I don't know, a dozen times, 15 times, and it's not that great for books. I have found some CDs, some books for resale, but the books are just not that great. But anyway, it is a thrift store, and he's trying to sell the thrift store. Check it out. Turnkey thrift store. I don't know what he means, or fixtures or inventory. Um, he says, I'm retiring. Store can either be turnkey or inventory or fixtures. Anyway, so he's trying to sell it. And it's a big old store. It's got mostly clothes, typical thrift store, standalone, lots and lots of clothes. But he's also got some furniture, other random stuff. I know who this guy is. I mean, I've spoken to him before. He doesn't show off any of the books. Don't you like that? He shows not one book, not the book section at all. But you can buy yourself a thrift store. Who knows how much he's asking? Um, Here's some, wow, $1. Look at all of these. Oh, so lots of different DVDs you can buy for $1 a piece. Again, Emita, I'm sure, will be down to sell all of them at once. This was over a week ago. The other thing is, guys, is look at how long it's been. If it just went up, then probably not many people have contacted the person. They might still be open to get more money. But if it's been up over a week, then typically that means that they are, assuming that they haven't sold off anything, that they are in the market to just get rid of it. Uh, so this one, we got a bunch of friends here, but those might be different. No, there's 1, 2, 3. I don't know if those are the same or not. 4. So it's definitely not a complete series, but there are some in there. I see the Karate Kid. So $1 a piece already. I would offer her for all of them much less, right? I mean, you can count them up yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So maybe there's 24. There's probably, I don't know, several hundred here. Offer it for like a quarter a piece. So if there's 100, that's $25. 200, $50. See if you can wheel and deal with her. Wow, look at that. I want clothes. So let's try CDs. I used to find so many CD lots locally that, I mean, before I even got into bulk buys, like buying through, in Gaylords, I would just constantly find CD lots. So it depends, though. Again, you're gonna want to find those. I look for ones where there's hundreds of CDs. So keep that in mind, right? Hundreds of CDs, not necessarily 50, 75, 100, but where you have people that, I have tons of CDs. I've got boxes and tubs of CDs. They have a picture of them all stacked up. They're not laying them out individually. Don't even bother with those. That means they're asking too much money for a reseller to flip, typically, unless it's some really high value stuff that maybe there's still some profit in there. But I've always bought hundreds of CDs together. Several hundred at a time is always ideal, so that you can get potentially a lower price. A lot of people with CDs are just trying to get rid of them. They're not really thinking they're going to make much money, although some people price them at, I mean, Christmas CDs, 33 of them for $25. I don't know if people are buying those. But anyway, Look for the ones where the photos have them, a bunch of them together. They're piled up. A lot of times the photos aren't that great, which might not be that great because you can't see the titles, but at least you can go out and check them out yourself. And if you have some experience, you'll know just by looking at them, are these all common titles? Is there some good stuff in here maybe that'll be worth some money? And don't be afraid to go pretty low on the price. If there's 500 CDs, don't be afraid to offer, let's see, 10 cents would be $50, but maybe like $75 to $100, you can probably get them. If people are just trying to move them and they want to get a little bit of money, but they don't necessarily need to make that much money, right? They're just trying to get rid of the stuff. So let's see what we find here. So, oops. Oh man. This one, not enough. 70 plus. No. Unless you see some, that's the thing, you can zoom in and you can, zoom in as best as you can and see if there's any titles in there that stand out that are worth some money. But otherwise, I wouldn't bother with that. What is this? Tons, they say. They have tons of CDs. Well, I don't know. Motley Crue. I don't know if that one individually is worth money, but you spend some time. Again, guys, you got to spend time. You got to dedicate a few hours to this. Cheap Trick. So there might be some, more interesting stuff in here. Again, I would ask, how many CDs do you have in total? I'm interested in potentially buying all of them together in one lot or one group. 50 CDs? No thanks. Okay. See, like this, when they lay them out. I don't know. That's not a very big collection. They say it's such a large collection, but it's not that many there. You want to make it worth your time. Unless you're going to set up a bunch of appointments on the same day and drive around and see if you can get a bunch together. Or if the price, or if the CDs are worth some great money, I wouldn't bother with that. With small collections, I'm not seeing too many. Huh? Here's some further away. Yeah, no, not very many there either. Again, you have to be patient. You've got to look multiple days, several times a day, that kind of thing. I'm not seeing anything that stands out where I say, oh, look at all of those CDs. This is a store, it looks like. Yeah. Let's look on Craigslist. This is Los Angeles, by the way. I'm looking at CDs. Let's see what we find. Here's a lot of individual ones. Those are DVDs. Why are they showing me DVDs? I found a lot of CDs, CD lots, bulk lots on Craigslist, of course. Sometimes they won't even have photos. All kinds, which is crazy to me. No, see, 110 CDs, not enough. I'm not really seeing much of anything here. Punk rock. Oh, look at this. What is this? Online store selling wholesale bulk items. You can purchase for home resale items. Our prices at a bargain. We ship most items for free of charge with tracking them. Wholesale media. See, they have a pallet. Look at that. But this is in Sacramento. That's up in Northern California. So I don't know if, I'm assuming that if they're showing pallets that you can buy pallets. Is this, oh, never mind. This is Katie's store. Yeah. You can, that they're on eBay and Amazon. I've never bought from them. Let's see. I'm not seeing, look at this. Look at this, guys. What do we got here? Storage full of CDs, DVDs, and books. So DVDs 200, CDs 1,000, VHS 50, I guess audio cassette tapes 50, books 75, and a turntable. Okay. Huh. For how much? For $500. So, but there's 1,000 CDs according to this person, and this has been up 16 days. So you can probably wheel and deal on this. This is in. Does it say where it is? Wait, does it say? I don't know what MDR is, but it's in Southern California. Mar Vista. Oh, okay, that's a little further. But here's an opportunity, guys, to come up on 1,000 CDs, 200 DVDs. Those are the two that I'd be most interested in. Unless those VHS tapes are a bunch of horror tapes, they're probably not going to be worth much. So I wouldn't even bother considering that as a good part of the deal. Audio cassette tapes, I don't know. It totally depends on what they are. There could be some good stuff. It could be nothing good. And I don't know what the books are. So I would ask. I would send them an email. Okay. So you have to send like an anonymous email thing. I would shoot him an email and ask, hey, what do you call it? Would you be willing to take and then, $300 or something? Because 1,000 CDs and that's 1,200 CDs and DVDs. That's a lot. But you might want to actually take a look at them first. So before making unless you can see them really well, which you can't here. I mean, look, that's common title there. I can't tell at all with that photo. There's some books, but I don't know what they are. Could be, there's 24, but that's not worth any money individually. But anyway, that's potential there. I would say, I want to come take a look at your, what am I doing? Oh, come on. I just lost. Anyway, there it is. I want to take a look at your collection. I'd be interested in potentially buying all, clearly all of it, and go take a look at the CDs, see what they are. Even if most of them are common, if most of them are common titles, you probably don't want to waste too much time on that. Anyway, but that's worth looking up. Oh, look at this one, hundreds of titles. Make offer. Cannot see what they are, and I can't really see what they are there either. But that has some potential. I don't know how many hundreds there are, but that's one that you could maybe make an offer on. And that one I think is old, like 15 days ago. That's what I like about Craigslist. It shows you exactly how long ago it was listed. So when they start getting over a couple weeks, my entire CD collection, then you're gonna be able to make some good deals probably. Here's the most up-to-date list. Okay, wow, this person went into way too much detail about their individual, but you can at least look at them. A lot of that stuff is not worth money, so I probably wouldn't bother unless you can get it for dirt cheap. I've seen this ad for years. Look at this. They want $5 a piece. I mean, they clearly have a lot of patience. Oh, those are cases. I thought those were actual CDs, but they're just cases. With tray. So what do they mean? Yeah, well, if you want to buy a bunch of free new ones, $80 for 1,200 of them. That's the opportunity there as replacement cases. See, guys, Goodwill, or sorry, not Goodwill. Craigslist is still good. Wow, this guy's selling his collection of LPs. Look at that. Wow. But he's selling them individually, so don't even waste your time as a reseller. Okay. Now let's try records. All right, so the same thing applies for records. You want to look for a bunch at once. $315. Well, how many records are in there? Well, he's at least got 3 tubs, and you figure there's probably there's about maybe 50 or so. So, but that tub looks a little bigger. So we're probably over 200, 250 records. And he wants 315. I mean, what is the point of that photo? Like, what is even? Why is he bothering? You can't see anything. It just blows my mind. I mean, what does that matter? So he says he has oldies, old school funk, jazz, blues, country, comedy, Disney, disco, freestyle, and classic rock. So the ones that stand out: classic rock, number one, funk, jazz, well, Disney. I mean, it depends on what it is, but some Disney stuff could be worth money. I say this is worth pursuing if you're looking to come up on some good amount of records, but he doesn't say how many. I mean, you can see here, it looks like there's at least several hundred. I would say 250 to 300 records. I don't know how many is in this tub here and whether it's full, but I would ask him approximately how many records do you have? You can't tell from these blurry, ridiculous photos what they are, but also that looks like some shelving. So maybe there's more, maybe there's more than actually is shown in this photo, but maybe not. So make sure and find out how many. That's a good one though. That has some potential. And the price is already, I mean, if he's got hundreds, the price is already at $315. So you can probably, I mean, unless he's firm about the price, and it doesn't say firm, but he could be firm. I don't know. But even if you ended up that, oh, look, he's got also shelves. Look at these turquoise shelves here. And oh no, I've got like 500 records and anyone wants 315. You could be like, okay, that sounds pretty good. If you go and check them out, because when he says classic rock, what does he mean? Are we talking like some good classic rock? Are we talking like, is there some Beatles? Is there Pink Floyd? Is there Steely Dan? Is there The Who? Is there what are we talking about? Yeah, I'd want to see some of those records. So you probably want to go and look through them a little bit. You don't have to sit there for hours, but you seem to look through them and be like, oh, this looks pretty good. Will you take 275 or you take 300 even? And you'll probably make some good money. Here's one for $100, 80 vinyl records. Rod Stewart, good. So they list Rob Stewart, Cheech and Chong, Jim Croce, Joni Mitchell, among others. So there could be some good classic rock stuff in there. I'd want to look at them first and then bring your money. And if it's only $100 for 80 vinyl, it's still a good price because vinyl can go for good money. So see what he has and maybe offer him, a little bit less. But if it's good, there's some good items in there. Maybe $100 is worth it for that. I mean, this person's laying them out on their car. Even if they're amazing, they want $100 for like 7 records. So I don't know if I'd do that. $300. Let's see. Oh, they don't say anything. Martha's not telling us anything. I mean, I don't care about that one that's sticking out. Why are you showing me that? It's got a good amount of them though. I mean, that's probably, I don't know. That could be 300 records, maybe more. They've got Mickey Mouse. Is that disco? Let's look on eBay. Oh Lord. Mickey Mouse disco LP. No, not worth anything. Well, I mean, it's worth something, but let's see what it actually sells for. Oh, wow. A lot of them sell. So yeah, look at that. So you can sell up $12.25, bid up to, this one's 18. That's from the UK though. This one's lower. All right. Anyway, so that's oh, whoops, where was I? Sorry. So we know that one's worth a little bit of money. Well, they apparently really think it's worth some money because they've showed it twice, which is so weird. You've got, if you really want to sell your stuff, why would you show the same record out of a collection of hundreds 2 times, right? And you're asking $300. It's strange. So, but the problem is, like what is this other one? I mean, what is that? And maybe that's worth money. I just don't know about it. But a lot of it could be the old stuff. That one right there, this red one looks like it's super old. And so who knows if it's got some good stuff in there. But that's probably worth looking into, at least when there's a lot of them. The more the better. You can usually get really good deals. Let's see. Like I said, when they're spreading them out like this, selling them individually, you as a reseller it's probably not going to be worth it unless you spot something that's really worth some money. Huge stack of records. Well, that's not huge. Sorry. Well, look, Jefferson Starship, Stevie Wonder. Is that Bob Dylan? Jimi Hendrix. So there could be some good stuff in here. And it looks like they're in great condition. Chicago. Yeah. So they have. Okay, guys, don't take pictures with your feet in it. I've come across 2 copies of this one. Looks like they're Bob Marley, Steve Miller Band. Yeah, they've got some good stuff in here. So this one could be worth looking into. Look up a lot of these records individually and see what they're going for. Joe Cocker, Jefferson Starship again. That's Stevie Wonder, Cheap Thrills, Bob Dylan. So this one could be worth it. But I would look them up. So here's what I would do. I would look up all these ones they're showing individually. Jot down what they're going for, realistically selling for, and add that up and see if that's worth it. And if you already know that some of these are worth good money, then it might be, you might not have to do that much research, but you can always ask for less. Be like, hey, will you take 150? It doesn't hurt. They're going to either say yes or no. If they say yes, great. If they say no, that's fine. So that's another one. That's 3 that we found for records. What is this? Records and books. Scheduling weekend appointments. Bargain records and books too, starting at $1. So I would probably not bother. It's probably going to end up, oh, that's $10. Oh, that's $15. Records, $3 each. Oh, this is a thrift store. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, but what is this? 900 vinyl. Oh, this is in Northern California. That's way too far. But anyway, that could be worth it. Holy crap. Oh, that's a Modesto. No, see. So this person has all these records, but they're selling them individually. Yeah, nope. Don't waste your time as a reseller. You want to buy in bulk. There's 45s if you're into 45s. Tons of records for $15. Just tons of them. There's Metallica. Oh, see? No. That's like a record store or something. $100 for 22 records? I don't think so. Unless those are some amazing records. Yep, individually priced. Don't waste your time. You just want to buy in bulk. You want to buy a bunch together and see and make your money that way. So anyway. Hey Tom, no problem. Glad you're here. So I found a couple of, well, at least one bulk book source. Excuse me. That's not near where I live, but finding one anyway, if you haven't found any, is good. Um, didn't look up DVDs. I bet you there's a ton. Oops. Let's do this real quick here. So DVDs, they're definitely not free. That's the same. That's the same post. Is that the same guy? At 50 cents? Yeah, 50 cents. Movies, films, all genres. 80 DVDs for $1 each. See, guys, a lot of this stuff you can probably look at this one. Get for super cheap. I have thousands. There's so many you can't even possibly take photos of all of them. Apparently, he wants $2,345,000. There's this one. Have around 400, asking 150 for all in the picture. Well, that is less than 50 cents a DVD. Here's the thing, like I sell DVDs in my store, in my warehouse for $2 a piece. So even if I got them for 50 or 40 cents a piece and I could flip them for $2, I'd still make some money. But I'd probably want to sell some online, try to recoup my investment as well. The more the better, guys. I mean, 400, that person had thousands. So there's a lot of great deals here for DVDs. Let's see. Is there anything else? A lot of these they don't seem to have. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Look at this one. Approximately 525 DVD movies, various genres, all used, some more used than others, selling as is. Please check all photos for movie titles. So they want 400. That's a bit much. So you figure with a Gaylord, so the Gaylords that I buy, if it's mixed media and there's a lot of DVDs in there, there's maybe like, it's probably over 500 DVDs. Maybe could be up to like 700. But and I'm paying about a little over $200 for that. So, and that includes other. Well, actually, there might not be that many. Maybe around 500, maybe a little less. But this is 525 DVDs, and they want $400. So, I would, if you don't have a bulk source, though, I mean, I would consider trying to offer less. But it's not that bad of a price if you can do some lots on eBay, because there's a lot of kids DVDs here. I mean, all of these, you can probably make some money off of those as lots, but a lot of these look to be some common titles. I mean, it's amazing how many people have DVDs, and a lot of DVDs. $2 a piece. Again, you could offer, oh my gosh, look at this, guys. They say that they have 2,800 DVDs and they want $2,500. So that's less than $1, but wow. A lot of common titles. I don't know. That's I'd want to pay much less, because they're just they have so many. I'd want to pay like maybe $1,000, maybe a little bit more. I try to drive that price down, but that's an opportunity. So there's a lot of DVDs for sale. My new video took inspiration from you and made my own into using my drum kit. Big bucks. Yeah, guys. So that was. I wanted to do it live. I wanted you to see that you can find some good deals. I found a couple of listings for free books. I found potential bulk source for books, if that was what you were looking for, or that's something that you're looking for. Uh, I think there was a handful of good record deals, and some good DVD opportunities for buying those in bulk. Um, CDs, I didn't find too many, but again, you got to keep looking. And I haven't even looked on the local apps. I've only been looking what I can show you with the screen, um, on OfferUp. You know, that's another chance. Let Go, whatever. Chance to find some other stuff too. So I think when you're looking locally, if you're buying bulk, it's different if you're going individual. If you're trying to flip textbooks like Michael was talking about, that's a different animal where, you want to look them up individually. You find it, look it up on Amazon, see if it's worth money. If you're selling it for $20, it's going for 80. That's a no-brainer, right? But I'd still offer 15. Say, would you be willing to take 15? Because a lot of times they will. And like Michael was saying, uh, right now is a great time because people just graduated. So actually, that's giving me an idea. Maybe I'll just, as an experiment, see if I can actually find some textbooks that are reselling for good money, and see. I'll try that out. Maybe I'll try that out for a little bit. It's been a little bit of time. But if you're buying in bulk, so mostly this is about buying in bulk, you want to find those pictures where it shows a lot of DVDs or a lot of CDs or a lot of books, a lot of records together, and the price is already pretty low. If there's 500 DVDs but they want $600, it's not a good price. You want to already have them be pretty low, and then so you can negotiate hopefully a little bit further down. And you're a reseller. You're not trying to buy individual titles for more money and trying to sell them. You're trying to buy them in bulk. Unless, of course, they're like textbooks. Textbooks are different. It's like a whole different world of the textbook world, where students might just want $20 for an 80, 75, $100 textbook, even a $50 textbook, $60 textbook. They just want quick money and to move along. And if you can buy 10 textbooks for $20 a piece and then sell them for average of, double, triple your money, then you're going to turn around and make some good money. So anyway, this was a different type of video where, Tom has something to say, but this is a different type of video where I just showed you live what we could find locally. Tom says, I picked up 150 VHS videos, listed them last night. Got the videos for free. Some were not worth listing, so put them on Marketplace for free pickup. Okay. Awesome. Good job. So yeah, you can find stuff for free, and we'll see if I get contacted again by that thrift store that I got all the VHS tapes from, which I'm excited. By the way, yesterday I went to the warehouse about 45 minutes, finished going through all the records, so I'm done sorting and organizing them. I found all the ones I'm gonna list for sale on eBay, and I'm gonna keep a dozen or so for personal use, and then the rest are gonna go for my local sale. There's about 50 or so that are priced higher than the $3 price for the rest of them. It's in the like 5 to 7 range for most of those higher priced ones. And the downside for this record buy for me was that the records ended up not being in very good condition in general. A lot of them were just, and I mean the sleeves for the most part. The records, the actual vinyl records are in decent shape, but the sleeves for a lot of them were just not great. They were ripped open for a lot of them. Some of them had water damage, stains, were a little dirty, dusty. Well, dusty's okay, and they just had a lot of wear. They were not really well taken care of, especially the sleeves. So that's just a learning, experience for me. I'll still make my money back, just by selling the records online, but the local sale too. People will definitely buy a lot of those records because there's a lot of 70s soul, funk, R&B, disco type of albums, and there's some 70s rock as well, and a lot of jazz. So I'll still make money off of that buy, but next time I'll be a little more careful about the condition, because the condition was just pretty bad for those records. If the condition was a little bit better, I would make much more money off of these because I could sell a lot more online. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. We went about 20 minutes over, but that's okay. It's been a good video here.
Flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live. We're gonna strive, we're here to learn and gonna earn. Flippin' live, flippin' live,
Thank you guys for watching. It's been Flippin' Live, day 22. Let's see. Tomorrow will be Monday. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. We'll see who shows up on Memorial Day. Tomorrow I have. Is it tomorrow? Yes. Tomorrow I have an appointment to pick up a book donation. Excuse me. They said they're gonna have a couple boxes together. We'll see. We'll see what that is. And then on Tuesday I have somebody coming by the warehouse to buy some DVDs. So yeah, and I'm getting closer, very close now that I've gone through the records. I just have to start going through some other stuff, but I'm really close to being able to open up and if not do a general sale out of my warehouse to the public, to the general public. I'll be able to probably start taking appointments and that type of thing. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll be here tomorrow at 7 a.m. for Flippin' Live, talk about reselling. I appreciate it, guys. Stay safe. Have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.